Hello Freya, another story. This one is about the princess and the pea. Once upon a time there was a lonely prince. He lived in a big castle with beautiful rooms and a lovely garden. But he wasn't happy because he didn't have anybody special to share it with. If only I could find a lovely princess to marry, he said. There he is there, in his garden with the flowers. Very sad. The king and queen did their best to help. They held balls so the prince could meet princesses from all the nearby kingdoms. A ball is a dance where people dance around. The prince danced with tall princesses and small princesses. He talked to loud princesses and proud princesses. He met all kinds of princesses, but none of them were quite right. And there he is at the ball, dancing with the princesses. But he's still sad because he still hasn't found a new princess to marry. So what's he going to do you think? Maybe I'm just too fussy, thought the prince, but in his heart he knew he hadn't met the princess of his dreams. Oh no. When he got home, the king and queen greeted the prince happily. I haven't found a princess yet, he sniffed sadly. I guess I never will. Don't be silly, said the queen. The right girl will come along soon. There he is with his mummy and daddy. There's his daddy, the king, and his mummy, the queen. And there's the prince looking very sad and sorry for himself. I wonder what will happen. That night there was a terrible storm. Thunder boomed so loudly that it rattled the castle's windows. Lightning shook the table as the prince and parents sat down to eat their dinner. The prince was just about to help himself to dinner when suddenly they all heard a loud rat, tat, tat, tat. Someone was knocking at the door. Who could be visiting us on a night like this? Asked the queen. The prince opened the door and found a very wet girl stood there. Raindrops ran down her muddy cloak, making a puddle at her feet. There she is. A very wet girl with a cloak, looking very unhappy as well. So would you be if you were out in that storm, wouldn't you? The girl pushed back her hood and wild curls tumbled out. Hello, she said with a smile. I got lost on my way home and wondered if I could stay here for the night. My name is Princess Polly. Princess. She didn't look much like a princess, but princes must always be polite, so he invited her inside. Soon the princess was warm and dry. There she is. Princess Polly, with wild curls. Oops, there's her wild curls. And there's the prince opening the door for her. All night long, rain fell plippity-plop on the castle roof. But the prince hardly noticed. He was too busy talking to Princess Polly. I think he likes her. She was pretty and funny and kind. Princess Polly was everything the prince had hoped to find in a princess. By the end of the evening, the prince had fallen in love. But the queen wanted to be sure that the girl really was a princess. She couldn't have her prince marrying nobody. Got to be somebody special, like a princess. At least that's what the queen thought. The queen told the servants to pile a bed high with mattresses. They heaved one on top of the other until they had no more mattresses left. Then they placed a pillow and a blanket right at the top. Underneath the mattress, at the very bottom, the queen placed a teeny tiny pea. Only a princess would be able to feel something so small through all those mattresses. And that's it. The ladies in the castle making a bed with lots of mattresses, lots and lots and lots of them, see? When the queen showed Princess Polly to her bedroom, the girl gazed up at the tower of mattresses but didn't say anything. She was just grateful to have a bed for the evening. Good night, said Princess Polly. Sleep tight, whispered the queen. Then Princess Polly changed into her nightgown and climbed to the top of the pile of mattresses and snuggled under the blanket. There she's, snuggling under the blanket, with her teddy bear. I wonder where the teddy bear came from. Maybe the prince gave it to her. Oh dear. The next morning, Princess Polly came down to breakfast with dark circles under her eyes. She let out a great big yawn. Oh. How did you sleep, my dear? Asked the Queen. Princess Polly burst into tears. I'm afraid I couldn't sleep a wink. There was something lumpy in my bed. It kept me awake all night long. There she's there, look, see? Very tired. To Princess Polly's surprise, the Queen clapped her hands with delight. She is a real princess, the Queen cried. The Prince was overjoyed. Will you marry me, Princess Polly? He asked. Yes, squealed the Princess, and they all lived happily ever after. So there you are. If you want to be able to find a real princess, you put a pea in your bed. I hope you don't have any peas in your bed. So good night. God bless.